We did it. We did it. We did it.
Hello, everybody. Namaste and welcome. We are broadcasting from Tosa Blue Mountain at the heart of Ecuador. I am wisdom teacher, Sri Ram Ka.
And I am Master Lady Kira Ra. And beloved angels, take this moment right now. Bring your hands to your heart and really ignite the love that is within you. The wind is here. I wish we could turn the camera around and show you that the earth herself is celebrating with us right now. The trees are filled with illumination. And in this moment, in the presence of the water, in the energy of the miracle of World Water Day, the blessing of our unified voices through unity, we are so grateful. We have an extraordinary moment before us, and it's really all about the water.
Absolutely. You know, water is a gift to life, and we have a short movie we want to play, and then we'll talk more about that. Jess, are you ready to roll the clip? All right.
And all who are here, you're welcome to watch it. We only have the one monitor, but you're welcome to watch the movie. So as we bring our hands to our heart, let us remember that this entire moment began on Friday, the 18th of March, when that full crystalline moon rose in the energy of the equinox, calling forward greater illumination for all of humanity. When all of the Canari were here, and together we danced and sang. And throughout these past 5 days, we have traveled the universe. We have traveled to the Guardiana de la Fe in the Cajas. We have returned back here today to celebrate. And Sri and I just want to acknowledge that with us right now is Cesar Mena. And Cesar is the rightful heir to the Mayan people and has been here celebrating and sharing all of his incredible wisdom. We also want to acknowledge Alexander Padilla, who is the Taita of the Canari, and here with all of these beautiful, beautiful musicians carrying such sacred energy and music. And so we will be back to continue this prayer, but you know, all prayer begins with joy. So in this moment, we're going to invite the music to begin. Por favor. Por favor. Yeah, sí. Yes, por favor. Let us enjoy. We will be back in a moment. Okay, so we are now gathering all the way around. We can't all fit all the way around. You want to go on this side too, please. There we are. And as we are gathering, we are inviting you to gather as we are now waiting to receive the first of the blessings of today, leading up to what happened in the miracles at the Kahas yesterday, the water that will be added to this water that will be offered as the flow of all of us walk into the new consciousness. And so as he is ready, I am going to be turning this portion, this moment, over to Alexander, and I'm going to leave the microphone on in case he would need to speak. Remember, distraction is what pulls us from the sacred. Holding presence. One of the greatest things Sri and I ever learned when we lived with the Highland Maya was the first time we were in a very, very sacred ceremony, and a cell phone went off, and it was the one of our high elder. And I will never forget, as he was tending the fire and watching all those energies work while he sat on the cell phone and was like, see, yeah, okay, está bien. And so this is part of what we learn in ceremony, is that when our heart is focused, that our prayer is eternal, that with everything we do, with every breath we take, we are the blessing. I wish I could turn the camera up and show you the sun that just came out as Alexander is getting ready to begin. The greater illumination for all in this moment of the consecration of the water.
It's important to remember that everything is flow. Water is the ultimate symbol for the nature of the quantum universe. All is flow, all embraces. Water does not stop. Water does not get stuck. If there is a resistance, it simply rises and flows over, or it goes around. It embraces the opposition in its love. So consider the lessons of water. Not only does it mirror consciousness, as Professor Emoto taught us so many years ago, the water will reflect back that which you give to it. Well, this, that one little discernment opens so many eyes. But consider, and I want to remind you from the film earlier, your body is more than 80% water. So the thoughts and the feelings you hold are being circulated to every cell in your body. And this is why world peace begins right here. As we learn and practice emanating peace in our lives and in this body, this vessel, we then radiate that out, and each person, like the amplification of a guitar string, we start to magnify and magnify and magnify. These meditations are important. Gathering on the 22nd each month to hold the peace, to practice emanating that, sends a soothing, coherent wave around the planet. This is good work.
Speaking of a soothing wave around the planet and good work, I was feeling the energy igniting over here as Alexander has been preparing to come forward now. And so again, let's return our hands to our heart, gathered around this beautiful, beautiful area. And I want to show you the Shiva Linga. That Shiva Linga has water on it all the time. And as you were sharing, Sri, I was reminded that Shiva Linga has that natural shape from the water. That it is that loving embrace of the water, that continual flow, that I will always be here. You might put up resistance, but I will flow with that as well. But I will never leave. It is such a huge, huge, huge symbol for the humanity within us all at this moment on the planet. To remember that water is consciousness itself, that we are receiving messages from the water. As my dear friend Veda Austin has championed, and I'm so grateful to have learned from her, the water speaks. And as we pull these messages from the water itself, as our children remember that water is life. Here in Ecuador on Friday night, Yacu Perez spoke, Somos aguas, we are water. This is a moment for us to remember that as goes the water, goes us. As we pollute our oceans, and as we say yes to money over care, as we say yes to greed over love, we will lose this blessing. And so these lakes, this beautiful triple goddess lakes, was called together as a vision of my husband with the cosmic labyrinth of him and I together, so that we could send a clear signal that the Sea of Neutrality is ready to be not only open, we've had it open, it's ready to be sustained. So today, as we begin with our blessings, may your heart open to receive the vastness of the blessings that are yours to claim in this moment. With the first one being my humble appreciation and gratitude to the one and only Alexander Padilla. May we all say thank you. Alexander, por favor.
Así sea, gran arquitecto del universo, Padre, Madre, así desde este espacio, desde este tiempo, desde este templo, desde este cuerpo, desde esta familia, desde todos los hermanos que estamos acá, desde todos estos apus, sellos, hombres, mujeres que nos acompañan, a todos los ayakuna, espíritus de este tiempo, de estos lugares, a los yayakuna, a los espíritus de todos los tiempos, así a través de esta fuente y a través de este abuelo tabaco, poder honrar la memoria del agua y por todos los tiempos que viene pasando el agua, por la memoria que viene pasando en el linaje, en la línea de cada uno de nosotros, por nuestras abuelas, nuestros abuelos, tatarabuelos, bisabuelos, hoy en nosotros, mañana en nuestros hijos, nietos, bisnietos, en toda la legión que camina adelante. Entonces así poder honrar y agradecer a la agüita por estar siempre en nuestras vidas. El agüita que viene desde cajas, el agüita que nace de esta montaña, de este apu, el agüita que nace en todas las fuentes hídricas, el agüita que está en cada átomo, en cada mineral, en cada planta, en cada laguna, en cada pozo. Así para que esta agüita también sea bendita en este tiempo, hoy que se homenajea y que es el Día del Agua, y en este Paucar, en este equinoccio, poder honrar a Mamaquilla, la Madre Luna, porque estos días está bien llenita, bien gordita, con mucha agua, y a través de esa luna poder también honrar la luna, el vientre de la madre, de la mujer que me parió y de la mujer que nos parió a cada uno de nosotros, poder honrar el vientre de mi compañera de vida, de mi esposa, poder honrar la vida que se está gestando en el vientre de mi esposa, poder honrar la salud y la vida en los vientres de todas las warmis, mujeres que nos están acompañando, que esté sano, que sus vientres sean fértiles, poder de esa forma también estar en esa conexión directa con la luna, poder honrar las aguas masculinas, las aguas verticales de nosotros los hombres, las aguas horizontales de nuestras hermanas mujeres, para que se cruce ese Tahuapaca, ese canal, esa chacana, siempre podamos beber del agua de la vida. Así el agüita siempre será el agua, ¿no? El agüita jamás se contamina, el agüita siempre estará ahí en su relación, así, un pájaro del agua, así gran luz del agua, agüita que vienes desde las estrellas, agüita que viajas y viajas bien, bien profundo a los lugares más recónditos de este planeta, de esta tierra, y subes, subes y subes y subes y subes bien alto y desciendes y a través de las montañas, a través de sus cuerpos, de las mamas, de todo eso llegas a nuestro hogar, a nuestra vida. Así para que Madre Agüita vayas regando cada una de nuestras fibras, cada lugar desértico, desierto de nuestra existencia física, el lugar donde que hay dolor, el lugar donde que hay molestia, que allá llegue esta agüita, el lugar de nuestros hogares, nuestra familia, en las casas, en las comunidades, así para que la agüita llegue al espacio infinito de este universo. Así, poder desde esta fuente, desde este espacio, honrar esta agüita, poderle agradecer a la agüita y que la agüita en su bendición y bendita por naturaleza nos derrame bendiciones. Y a través de esta agüita va a volver al espacio en donde abrimos un portal, en donde volvieron ya los abuelos nuevamente a ingresar, los espíritus. Entonces, para que esta agüita les acompañe a nuestros hermanos, a los ayas, a los yayacuna, a todos los seres que nos acompañaron todos estos días acá, y que esos seres hayan ido tocando de su diferente forma, frecuencia a cada uno de nosotros, dejándonos bendiciones, y así tengan un bonito viaje también los hermanos que nos acompañaron, la gente que estuvo presente, agradeciendo la buena voluntad de Sri, de Kira, de todo su equipo, de la gente, de los hermanos que vienen de los diferentes puntos del planeta, los hermanos que virtualmente también estamos conectados en diferentes partes del planeta por sus aguas, sus agüitas, sus pueblos, sus comunidades, que se cultive el agüita, por los hermanos de la música, manito Carlos, todos los hermanos que estaban acompañándonos, que haya muchas bendiciones. Somos conscientes de donde que esté el agua, está la vida. Donde esté el agua está la riqueza. Donde esté el agua está el progreso. Donde esté el agua está la salud. Entonces, familia, así de esta forma voy a proceder a llevar esta agüita hacia el espacio. Que así sea, familia, que así sea, hermanos, y que recibamos la instrucción directa de los abuelos dadores de vida. Que la agüita sea la que nos vaya mostrando y dándonos la instrucción. Que así sea. Chasna, cacho.
Thank you so much. You know, I want to just offer a couple of words before our next Taita, our spiritual guide, comes forward. Okay. So I'm going to hold the mic down so we can tune into his blessing. And I was going to offer a little wee bit of translation, but first, let's stay in real time here.
Les invito a que todos nos podamos poner de pie, a que todos nos pongamos de pie. Y vamos a mirar hacia allá, hacia el naciente. Y con nuestra manito derecha hacia adelante y la izquierda en nuestro corazón, para que la agüita siga llegando a nuestros niños, para que siga vibrando el abuelo sol y la luz que llega a través de nuestras guaguas y de todo lo que está en la conciencia del niño eterno, por esa puerta delante suyo, esa puerta de la medicina de la humildad. Llevamos la manito derecha hacia el corazón. Yash Nakachu. Así giramos hacia nuestra izquierda. Y vamos a saludar hacia la casa de los abuelos. El agüita que viene de estos lugares. Y así saludando a todos los pueblos de la Mesoamérica, a los pueblos del norte, a todos los hermanos que están en esa relación, Taita Cotopaxi y Taita Chimborazo, así saludando a la casa de la integridad y al producto de nuestra Ipamama, la casita de la tierra, por todos los ancianos, para que cuando viajen, viajen felices y livianos. Llevamos la manito al corazón. Chash Nakachu. Giramos hacia la izquierda. Y vamos así mismo a estirar la mano. Y vamos a saludar a la casa del agua. A la casa de Mama Cucha, Mama Quilla de la luna. Y también a la casa de la lemura, donde están nuestros hermanos que ya partieron. Y los hermanos que están partiendo en este momento, que están desencarnando, Gran Espíritu. No les falte el agüita, el último bocadito del agua, para que tengan también un bonito viaje. Así saludando a la casita de la sinceridad, a la casita de la verdad, y así para que en esta casita de los adultos podamos tener una bonita relación con el gran misterio. Llevamos la manito al corazón. Chashnakachu. Si giramos hacia la izquierda. Y vamos a saludar a la casa del abuelo Guaira, a la casa jovial, a la casa de los jóvenes. Así rezando en esta dirección para que la enseñanza, la instrucción, el modelo de educación vaya tomando el rumbo del agua. Y desde ese optimismo, de esa actitud que habita en el fondo de nuestros corazones, a todos los jóvenes de escuelas, universidades, podamos empezar a aprender desde el agua. Así saludando a esta casita de la voluntad, para que siempre habite la buena voluntad en cada uno de nuestros actos. Así saludamos al núcleo de la tierra, hacia abajo. Tenemos nuestra manito y así saludando al corazón de esta tierra, a la madre Amaru, madre Katari, la madre serpiente. Así por la salud de los vientres, así honrarte Pachamama, y a todos los hermanos medicina que vinieron desde esa casa, desde esa dirección, hoy en su retorno, que esta agüita también les acompañe, y cuando nos volvamos a ver, que así mismo nos hagan bailar bonito, nos acompañen y nos llenen de mucha agüita el corazón. Vamos la manita al corazón.
Chashnaka.
Y así saludamos al Padre Cielo. Así saludando al corazón del cielo y a todos nuestros hermanos en el mundo estelar, en los Pleiades, en los diferentes sistemas solares. Desde aquí hermandándonos hoy y desde aquí saludándoles hoy y honrando al eterno masculino. Y de esa manera también las agüitas de lluvia que cayeron en estos días hayan ido alineando nuestro pensamiento, nuestros sentimientos, nuestros actos, y así podamos volver como en acuerdo con nosotros y todo eso podamos retornar a nuestros diferentes lugares y ser personas medicina y así saludando a la Abuelo Kuntush, a Abuelo Águila. Llevamos la manito al corazón. Todos apuntamos hacia esta fuente. Hacia acá, desde el lugar que estemos. Porque por donde vayamos, cuando abramos una puerta, cuando lleguemos a cualquier sitio, por donde quiera que vayamos, siempre volvamos al origen. Siempre volvamos al centro. Y que la mejor puerta que abramos todos los días sea el hogar, sea la familia. La mejor casa, la mejor puerta, a donde lleguemos sea nuestro hogar, a donde está papá, mamá, a donde están los hijos, a donde está la familia. Y ahí que nunca falte el agüita en la mesa, que jamás falte el agüita en la casa. Y que esa agüita venga llena de salud, de bendiciones, de trabajo, de alegría, de acuerdos, de un equilibrio en el hogar. Así saludando a este Chaupi, a este Kai Pacha, a este tiempo presente y al eterno presente para que la conciencia trascienda todos los tiempos, los ciclos de los ciclos. Llevamos la manita al corazón, Chashnakachu. Vamos a Madre del universo, ten que cuidar. Llanta y Tahuerán, Mama Jinjit, Mama Culebrillas, a todas las montañas, a todas las aguas, al espíritu de esta montaña, Mama Cabas. Chash Nakacho. Bueno. Si esta agüita, así asentando este recito, esta agüita va a volver a la tierrita y les va a acompañar a todos nuestros hermanos que nos acompañaron. Y así esa agüita cuando lleguemos a casa esté dentro de nuestros hogares llena de bendiciones esperándonos a cada uno de nosotros. Chas Nakacho.
Just a second. Thank you. Come on over here. So, beloved ones, it's been an honor to participate. And we're not done. I'm just wanting to offer a little translation. So this sacred blessed water is going to be reintroduced to the earth.
Right up here right now.
Yeah.
He's asking all of his people to come with him. So in this moment, Alexander has asked that all of his compadres go with him to do the water. And as they are doing that, those of us that are assembled here will be holding the presence as Cesar offers to all of us the blessing of the Mayan as we listen to the harmonization of the water going back into the earth while standing here.
Hermanos y hermanas de este tiempo, hoy Kim, nuestro Padre Sol, nos ilumina. Doy las gracias a todos por su apoyo, por su bendición, pero sobre todo por su fuerza. Estas tierras que están llenas de agua, agua de una gran vibración que hoy nos acompañan y que están aquí. Este lugar tan maravilloso y lleno de energía. Doy gracias a los hermanos Sir y Kira por su invitación, por todo su apoyo que he tenido con ellos. No me resta más que darle las gracias, esperando que la energía de nuestro gran Padre Sol Kim y nuestra Madre Tierra los sigan bendiciendo a ellos y a todos ustedes. Gracias por esta gran oportunidad. In la Quech, Padre mío, gracias.
Thank you, Cesar.
So I don't know if we're able to put the camera. So we are unable to put the camera up top. However, I'm going to ask Sri if you would please hold this sacred water. In just a moment, we will be hearing some music, I believe, as they are adding that sacred blessed water to where the fire was to create new earth. And so this is that moment where we are together creating new earth, where consciousness is rising, where we are all coming together and saying yes through the blessing of water. Imagine the shift when we, as a beautiful heart-centered community of love, are able to say yes to the consciousness of water and literally have the ability to hear, listen, and respond to this fluid gift of love. We have all the science we need. We have all the evidence for the mind. The component that's waiting for you right now is to let it flow through your heart to uplift consciousness. And I'm going to invite everyone that's here right now to please gather with us around this area. And yes, you might get a little wet. And I think on a water day, it's a good thing, don't you? All right. So please come join us. We're all going to be standing here. Please come find places. And my dog is trying to. And the reason we're gathering here is, once again, I want to bring your attention to the Shiva Linga. And Sri, I'm going to let you share more about the Shiva Linga. And please, everyone, come gather. And here comes Alexander, so we'll want to leave room. He might be coming right back in. Let's see.
One of the traditions from the Hindu is that the Shiva Linga represents that universal energy that has no beginning nor end, that is a constant radiation. And in the recognition is also the flow of the water. So the Shiva Ling is always receiving a flow of water, and therein the blessing and the emanation of the energy is permeating at every level on our planet, whether it's the air, the earth, the sky, the water, all are being blessed with this energy. And so, beloveds, are we here for another?
For all of us, I've asked for some music as well.
Okay.
And so I'm going to give you this, and everyone's welcome to join us. And as everyone is coming together, we have asked the musicians, and Alexander is back with us as well. We have asked all the musicians to come forward. And I want to remind all of you that over the weekend, please, no one on the Labyrinth. There we are. And so I wanted to remind all of you that over the weekend, we were blessed with beautiful appearances by our dear Hindu priest in India, Darshan Joshi, who will be here in September live. And in this moment, I am wearing this prayer shawl that was blessed by the high priest of Varanasi, and reminded that it was in December 2019, right before the world shut down, that Sri and I were very blessed to be in Bhutan, to be in India, to be in Nepal, and to be in places touching and being with very sacred beings. And the access we were given at the sacred Ganges that day and at this temple in Varanasi was unprecedented. And so I'm wearing this prayer shawl as we stand here by this beautiful Naramata Linga to honor that the kundalini of the earth has shifted. It was in the Himalayas for many, many, many eons. And it moved in 2012. In 2012, the kundalini moved to the Andes Mountains. And this water, this sacred water in this violet bottle, and it has the flower of life on it, and it says radiant health. This water was collected yesterday from a pure flowing stream in the heart of the Kajas Mountains, where there is a radiance of miracle energy, where the kundalini of the earth is literally standing in a center point. And we are just not that far from there right now, still basking in that energy. When this water was collected yesterday, it was collected with sincerity, love, and presence by someone that we are just going to ask you all to hold in your heart right now, because she is carrying a miracle within her. And I'm asking us all that before we open this bottle, it was her love that filled it. And there were powerful healings yesterday, miracle healings. That's the power of water. That's the power of prayer. When I came, she was drinking the water out of the mountain itself, coming out into her. And when she saw the bottle, she insisted on filling it. The hands of love and the power of miracles when all of our voices come together as one. And so in this moment, we're going to ask all of us, for everyone, and Sri and I are going to be standing up and pouring this water on the Naramata Linga as a final offering to the infinite universe, outside of all dogma, outside of all words, in a moment of luz puro, pure light, outside of ego, outside of selfish motive. Simply a moment as we pour this miracle water over the Shiva Linga, a moment where we can all hold the world that we know our children's children deserve. where we can hold our consciousness in a state of grand power of oneness, and where our heart radiates with right action, because it only serves all of our brothers and sisters. So we're inviting you now to breathe into your heart. We're going to ask this beautiful, beautiful musicians to play with their heart. The wind is speaking. It is time.
Gracias. Gracias. Beloved ones, beloved community of light and love to all beings, whether in form or formless. We stand together as a unified heart. We stand together celebrating the voices of many cultures that all tie to the unified heart. Through the allness of the variety, we discover the unity that binds us together as humanity, the spiritual being walking in form on this sacred planet that is also a spiritual being. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you for sharing your love and reflecting that into the waters of your life.
And as we reflect into the waters of unity and of unify.org, of unitingvoices.world, we're just going to very quickly bring the mic around and have our beautiful beings here offer just one word, una palabra, just one word for our world to join in this beautiful dance of love and water that for many of you is just beginning as the center of our day is coming to its culminating moment. And so in bringing your hands to your heart right now, may you receive the love from all as we share it with you. Love.
Restored harmony.
Union of pure essence.
No, por el árbol de la vida.
Equilibrio.
Peace.
Presence.
Purity.
Unity.
Sacrament.
Connected.
Por nuestra familia.
Para que haya paz en esta tierra. Por mi madre.
Gracias.
Lluvia. Voluntad.
La salud de todos.
Que haya paz y amor en esta tierra. Por la tierra, porque no da frutos para todos nosotros.
Beloved ones, we have gathered as sincere community. We have gathered together in celebration and conscious recognition of the gift that is water, of the gift that is consciousness. And as we come to a close today, I invite you to join me with two closing benedictions. One of them is, bring your hand to your heart and take in a deep, conscious breath now. So, you may want to do that again. So, and think along with me as I offer you the 4 simple lines that represent the mantra of self-ascension, the restoration of divine connection. Here's how it goes. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. Beloved ones, I'm going to repeat that one more time because in this mantra is the power of your self-ascension. I am here. I am ready. I am open. Guide me. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this day. We send you greetings and love from the Andes Mountains of Ecuador. We love you. We honor you. And we look forward to being with you again. Namaste.